Well, hello. I am sitting on my front porch yet again. It is a beautiful day. The birds are chirping like crazy, and the wind's blowing a little bit. It's probably in the, I don't know what the degrees is. I don't have my watch on, but it feels like it's in the 70s. It is perfect weather. So I just thought I'd come out here on my porch because I'm loving this. It smells amazing outside. We have all these honeysuckle little trees and vines everywhere, and it smells so good. So it's just gorgeous. You can see the view. That's what I'm looking at out there. That's my door, but it's the reflection. And so let's just get started. We'll do a quick makeup look. I've got to go to the doctor here in a little bit, and so I'm just going to be putting on a little bit of makeup. Listen to those birds. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to use the Bella Bronzer and the Rose Gold Perfumed No. 3 Illuminator. And I'm going to put that all over first before I do anything else. I'm just giving myself kind of an even wash. Of color. It's not amazing outside. We stay outside all summer long on the porch. God, it's so pretty. We love it out here. I mean, look at that alone. I have an instant, almost a tan, like an instant summer glow. And it's not heavy. You can't even, this is not even a coverage, it's not a pigment. It is literally just a sheer color that is almost transparent. I hope this doesn't blow my ring light over. My ring light's not on. You can tell it right there. You can see it in the reflection. But hey, Daisy, no, my dogs are gonna come here and knock it over. But I'm using it as a stand. So now that we've got that, I'm gonna go in with my all over color. Actually, I'm gonna use my all over color. I'm gonna use the detail brush, and I have been mixing the the wheat and amber. And I just kind of dab back and forth, and then just kind of stipple it on. And I'm going to touch the wheat right up under my eye, really close. I barely touched in it because I'm going to put my brightening color there as well, but I just want to kind of cover up right up under my eye. So I'm just going to kind of show you half my face. With and without. These cream foundations is Seint Beauty. The cream foundations, they just melt right into your skin. And then they don't sit in your lines, your wrinkles, your pores, that kind of stuff. They just kind of become your skin. And I'm not using a lot of product. You have to be very light-handed though, because there's so much coverage with it. Because of the pigment, this is like 95% pigment. And so the coverage is amazing. Dogs are playing outside. It's so pretty out here. I love it. I'm gonna go back in again with the wheat, and I am just tapping right up under my eye, and then I'm gonna kind of blend it out. Hope you guys can hear me over all these birds. Just kind of stippling and blending it in. I have this few sunspots, discolorations, freckling. Sometimes I have the bags under my eyes. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Pulled my hair up a while ago and curled it and did a kind of a makeup tutorial. A hair tutorial. And then I was like, okay, I can't go outside. The wind was blowing a little bit, so I pulled it back on top of my head, and I was like, hey, it's pretty cute. I think I'm gonna leave it. So I wish I would have filmed me doing that too, because it would have been a cute one for me to do, but I was just gonna leave it down today. But I thought when I come outside, the wind was blowing, and it kind of will pick up here and there. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the color contour. So I just used all over amber and wheat. I think this is the color olive. So I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm gonna kind of press in the corner just to get it on my brush and kind of angle it right at the base of my cheekbone. Not under my cheekbone, but just at the base of it. And then I'm going to kind of go along my hairline. Gotta make sure Dixie's not rolling in some dead animal, as she is so known to do. You know, you have a kid, a toddler, and you have to come out and watch it nonstop because they're gonna get into everything. That's Dixie too. If we have a mud puddle, she's in it. If we have a dead animal laying somewhere, she's in it. I really like this brush because it is easy to do everything with. You can apply, blend, you can put on your blush, you can do your contour. It's got the detailed end. Seint went through a branding change not too long ago. It used to be called Mascara. So when they rebranded, they also changed the names of a lot of their tools and stuff that was used. And this is one of the things that, well, a lot of their things changed. And so, names and stuff. But this was called the Detail Hack. And the hack is the highlight and contour. And so the now it's just the detail brush. But sometimes I'll find myself wanting to call it the detail hack. But with it being called the detail brush or the detail hack or whatever, it is a great name because you can. It's in all the details, and this brush is perfect for that because you can do your blending, you can do your applying, you can do your contours, you can get in and get into the details. You want to be careful not to over blend as well, because you want it to show up. Now I'm going to go in, and I think I'm going to use, I've been using Aura, but I think I'm going to go in and use Sunlit today. I love Sunlit too. And it's really pretty. It's a yellow, sunshiny color. I'm going to use the other end of this detail brush, and I'm just going to really drag. And I say drag, it's barely touching. I just kind of barely want to touch it and pull it where I need it to go. But I am using feather-like touches. See my kitty cat. I let Dixie out because the last time I did a video on my front porch, Dixie stood at the door. I didn't know she was there watching me the whole time. And I felt bad. But I had put her up because I had, she'd been rolling in an animal. And I'm just kind of blending this out. So just a little bit on the brush. You can give yourself little facelifts. Clean up. I do it right here along my eyes too, especially after I put on my eye makeup. God, it feels so good outside. It's beautiful. This weather is awesome. Very calming. I need to do mine, the next tutorial from a hammock. If I'm not careful, I'll put you guys to sleep and myself to sleep because it's like just kind of chill. I need to have my Bob Ross. This is my easel. This is my palette. I'm gonna be very even toned and talk about all good things. Usually I'm a crazy lunatic that's acting a fool, but can't be like that every day. Well, I guess I can, but so I'm flipping back over and I'm just going to kind of blend in. Let me see if I can, no, thought I could maybe zoom in, but you can't when I'm just recording. Isn't that a pretty finish? My skin looks really good compared to what, and I know the coverage is really good, but I really don't even have a lot of product on. It's just good coverage. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use my Perfector sponge. It's damp, it's big, bouncy, and I'm just going to tap all over. This will help blur any harsh lines that I have and also pick up any excess product. Now I'm going to go in with a blush. A lip and cheek. Lips and cheeks. That's exactly what they are for your lips and cheeks. And I think I'm going to use today I love Baby Watermelon, that pink. They look really pretty with my shirt. So would the Frenchie. So would Hollywood. Hollywood's got a little bit of gold shimmers in it. So would, okay, let's just face it, most of these would. But I've not used Cindy yet. So I think we're gonna use Cindy. I'm gonna go back to the detail brush. You see it on there? Let me get my mirror back up. And then I'm just going to barely tap right above where I contoured. And this is a really pretty soft pink. It's a gloss, but it doesn't really feel a whole lot like a gloss to me. It's one of our gloss lip and cheek colors. If you have large pores, and I do, if you have large pores, and most of the time it's going to be right here, you can have them on your nose, you can really have them anywhere. Pores are pretty much all over your body. But you have to be careful with the glosses, especially because sometimes with the gloss and that texture, it will highlight a little bit more of your pores. So if you do use the gloss like I do, I try to really stay a little bit further back when I bring it in. You can also mix your stuff, but really with a lot of your blushes, if you're not careful with some of the highlighting qualities of some blushes, it will highlight your pores as well. But you can always go back in with your sponge or something else and kind of mute it out if you need to. Because to be honest, you don't have to stay away from a lot of the things that you love that you're like, I want to do that, but I can't because of this. There's usually ways to work around to make it work for you. You just kind of have to manipulate it. All right. Now I've got that on. I'm going to go in and I'm going to also use, if I can find it, did I bring it out here? A multitasker brush, and I'm going to line my lips with that same olive contour that I used all over for my nose, forehead, cheeks, jawline. Did I blend it out? I did not use my lip conditioner, and I can tell. So I'm just lining my lips. Really, I didn't overline them. I just put it right on the line. And now I'm going to go back in with this color Cindy. And then I'm going to just swatch my brush in there, the multitasker brush. And fill it in. It's going to give it a little bit of a pink. Lip. And then I'll throw some gloss on top of it. Okay. And now I'm going to go in with my City Lips. It's a lip plumper. And you can really throw this makeup on and go, which I do sometimes, but I don't always do it. Sometimes I like to play in it. Sometimes I like to make sure everything's blended out well. Sometimes I like to, you know, give it a little extra time, extra nurturing, and that's just me. I usually can have my makeup done in about 15 to 20 minutes though. But sometimes in a hurry, and I can have it done in 5 to 10 if I'm just really doing a quick look. Okay. I'm going to do my Illuminator too. And for that, I'm going to use this Angel Illuminator. It's a pink color. And I'm just going to pop it on. Oh. And I just thought about it. I needed to do my powder. That's okay. I'll still do my powder even with this on. I like to blend right over where I illuminate to, because I don't like it to be pow. I like it to be very subtle. But now we have some of our powder illuminators that will bring you some pow too. To each their own. Everybody likes something different. I like the creams. Here is my Thrive Cosmetics powder. I'm going to go ahead and use this to powder right in the areas where I get oily. And again, it would be really a lot better idea to probably do this before your illuminator, but you can go back and even do your illuminator again if you felt like you took away some of the shine that you wanted. And see, I bronzed before. Sometimes I will bronze before and after if I want extra bronze, but today I felt like that I've got the bronze look. I mean it. I got that bronze look by putting that bronzer on before, and I'm happy with it. So how you doing it? I'm good. Now let's go and do a quick eyeshadow look. I don't know what colors I want to use today. I have my purples. Oh, which would look good with this because this is pink, purples, and blues. I have a lot of my neutrals. Those are just kind of oddballs that I stick places because I crazy like that. Look at all these colors. I thought me hobby pretty too with my sheet. And then there's some more. It's called an addiction. I'm gonna get my eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna start like I usually do with a transition. I'm gonna use the color Basic. These compacts are magnetic, and the tins pop in and out. So you have a mirror on one side, and then like this side, I don't have the mirror on. So I'm gonna put this little mirror here where I can see what I'm doing. I'm using the color Basic, which is this little brown shade. And I just primed my eyelids before I came out here with a Sourmate eyeshadow primer. Now I think I'm going to go in, and I think I am going to use this this pink color right here. It's called Miha. All the proceeds from these go to our foster care awareness program that was founded by the creator of Seint Beauty. I am using a very light hand when I dipped into it, because you can see it on my brush. I'm gonna tap it off, and then I'm just kind of barely swirling. And then what I will do is you can see it, it's really pretty. I will build to it as I need it. Isn't that a pretty color? It's really pretty, to be honest with you. And this color is gorgeous on really brown eyes, but I've got blue eyes, and it's really pretty too. And it's like a magenta purpley pink, so pretty. So it's really good on your greens and hazels too, like all colors. Okay, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use, what color do I want? I think I'm going to go in and use this color Soulmate on my lid. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow out of all eyeshadows, out of the shimmers, the mattes, the creams. It is just so pretty on all eye colors too. Now I'm going to go in and I think I'm going to use the color, I don't know what this color is. It's maybe amethyst. I think it's amethyst. This is amethyst. I need to see what these colors are. Okay, so this amethyst here, Midnight, and this must be London. So I'm going to use this smudge brush, and I think I'm going to go in with this color Amethyst. So it's this purple one right here in the middle. So that's London, that's Amethyst, and that's Midnight. They're all very similar, just a little bit shades darker. But I'm going to use the Amethyst. And I'm going to just put this in the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to go back with the other end of my brush here and dip into that same color, and I'm going to sweep that under my lid. Just to tie it all together. Then I'm going to go back to the other fluffy end. I'm going to blend. And I'm kind of holding it towards the end because I feel like it blends really easy. You use a lighter hand. If you hold it out. If you hold it here, you get a little more control and you apply more of a pigment, the darker color. If you hold it out here, it's just blends so well. Now I'm going to go in with my Thrive Eye Brightener. And I'll use this in the corners of my eyes. Because let's face it, I love it. It's my favorite. I use it all the time and I've had it forever. We have a color called Sabrina that's very similar as an eyeshadow, and Illuminator Glamazing that would pack some punch too. But I like this. And I'm a creature of habit. I like to do the same things. And before I use my mascara, I'm going to spray the setting spray. This is the NYX Fini Matte. Spray that all over. Let it set. Let me check my illuminator. My Angel Illuminator that I put on. It's good. I can put some more on if I wanted to. And now I'm going to go back. I always do this. I always do this as my last step. Even after I powder, even after I spray with my setting spray, I always go back and just do a quick pounce all over. Now's the time where I would look and see, do I want to add a little bit more blush? Do I want to add a little bit more illuminator? Do I need to do anything different before I call it good? I've got my mascara, and I think I will go in and do the Illuminator Honey. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? And I got crinkles. You know what I mean? It don't sit in them. These creams, they move with your skin. Dixie, where are you at? Is that you? Dixie, get over here. I think we're good to go, peoples. Let's do some Thrive mascara. Dixie, come here. Come here and say hey to these people on here. Get over here. She's crazy. This dog's crazy. Come here. Get over here and sit down. Get over here and sit down so these people can see you. What you doing? Let me get her to bark for you. Who is it? She's a nut. Get up here. There ain't nobody in the yard, dummy. She takes off like she's gonna get a burglar's head and peel it right off. I'm not even going to do an eyeliner. I'm just gonna leave it soft and easy. And I'm gonna try to get all these little wispies in with my mascara. And I'm doing a jam up job because every one of them is cleaned into this brush. I'm gonna lengthen not only my eyelashes, but also these little baby hairs that are everywhere on my face. This is dual purpose too. And you also have to hold your mouth funny when you put on your mascara. That helps with the application. Tuesday tee-up. But it's Wednesday. All right. Excuse me. What is this? What is this doing over here? Huh? Okay. Let me get up a little close and personal so you guys can see. So, we went pretty dang slow I don't feel like, I'm not going to speed this video up. Again, even though I feel like I put a lot of longer videos out, I talk, I go in depth, and I still have people sometimes ask, how do you do it though? Or how does this? So sometimes it just helps if you have a video that's slowed down and you're taking your time instead of just speeding through and not talking. And I really want you guys to be able to know it is that easy. And when I take my time and I slow down and I do it, then you can just say, well, it doesn't look that hard. And it is not hard. If I can do it, my dog, I could give her one of these brushes and she could do it. It is that easy. But you guys saw my skin, how it looked before. Let me get a little close comparison now. So you saw my skin before. And I did just a little bit. A few eyeshadow colors can bring your eyes to life. Your face, I already had my eyebrows on because they are non-existent, so I have to paint them on. So I have to touch it up. After I get through with my makeup, I have to usually go back and touch up my eyebrows. I didn't bring my brush. But if you will do your eyebrows first when you're putting your makeup on, you will not apply as much, because when you don't have your eyebrows on, if you typically want them darker or they don't show up, you put your makeup on thinking you got to bring some color to your face, you got to have this. So you really need those brows done so that you can already have an idea of, because the brows kind of complete the look. And if you don't have them on yet, then sometimes you'll put your brows on, you'll be like, oh, I've got on more makeup than what I thought. But I always go back and touch it up. You can do it either way. I've done it. I do it both ways or whatever, but I just find that I apply less makeup whenever I have my brows on first. But I say I have a glowy skin. I mean, you can still see some of the imperfections because I didn't really color correct. I didn't play with it, but they are way less noticeable. You saw my face and how freckled and kind of discolored it was in the beginning. And now it's put together as far as, and then when I feel it, it feels good. It feels like skin. You know, I'm oily. I set with a powder because it's just like any other makeup. If you are an oily person, you need to set with a powder. But a good skincare regimen always helps too. So, but that's it. I mean, see, I still have some pores. You can see pores. You can still see whatever, you know, I've got. I got a little sun yesterday, so even a little bit of the redness is kind of peeking through some, but not like it was. So, that's it, guys, in a nutshell. That's the easy, breezy part of Seint Beauty. So, I'm an artist. I would love to help you pick your colors out. All you have to do is click on the links that I provide and submit a color match form. Shoot me a direct message. Ask any questions that you have. You can always ask a question whether I'm your artist or not, and I will be happy to help anybody. I help. Sometimes other people have questions that you don't have to be, you know, one of my peeps. But if you don't have an artist, I would love for you to send a color match and let's get you fixed up. Super easy to do. I will give you your customized recommendations, and then you can just go to the website and order what you need. It's that easy. We make it that easy. So, anyway, that's it. That's it.